Hi folks, okay, today I want to work on ball position. It's very important that we set the ball position correctly at the address position to encourage a downward blow, a descending blow with the irons and an ascending blow with your driver. We do also want to encourage a descending blow with your hybrid clubs and your fairway woods, so that to ensure this descending blow, this downward blow, the club face coming down so that the sweet spot is looking at the center of the ball when we strike it, so the club approaching the ball from above and down, continuing to descend down into the turf and then up out of the turf. To ensure that we get this correctly, we need to make sure that we position the ball with an 8-iron upwards out of the middle of the stance, and with a 7-iron downwards we start to progress the ball forwards in the stance, maybe 1 inch or so down to a 3-iron, 1 inch forward of stance. With a fairway wood, a hybrid club, we want to be 1 inch or so inside of the left heel. With a driver, we want the ball to be positioned directly in line with your left heel to encourage an ascending, an upward blow, so we sweep the ball off a high tee peg. The reason why we tee the ball up, not only do we tee it above the crown of the club face, so if you see this position here, halfway, the ball is halfway there above the crown of the face. We also want to make sure that we tee the ball up out of the toe area of the face. Because we are hitting the ball on the up, by the time we strike the ball on the upward position, the ball will then be out of the sweet spot. So just check your distance from the ball to make sure that it is slightly out of the toe area on the face of the club, and that also the tee is high enough to have the ball halfway above the crown. So a drill to make sure that you get the ball position correct with your irons. You can see that I've got 2 lines on the ground here. You can do this at the range when you're practicing. Just place 2 clubs down on the ground to help you with your alignment, what I've taught you before in previous videos. But the line here, as we see back from the ball here, that will help you to work on your ball position and set it right at the address. So with an iron, so as we can see, ball position, feet together, ball opposite the middle of your feet as you see it there, making sure you set the correct posture. So with an 8-iron up, we take 2 equal steps to get the ball positioned right in the middle of our feet. So we can see here, with 2 equal steps, ball position nice and centered. Okay, so we're in this position here. With a driver, making sure the ball is positioned out of inside the left heel. Again, make sure your feet are together. The ball is opposite the middle of your feet as you stand at the address position. Just check your distance from the ball. Make sure the ball is teed up half above the crown and out of the toe end of the club itself, the club face. We will just take 1 big step so that we're shoulder width or slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Now we can see that the ball is clearly positioned inside my left heel, teed up above the crown of the club, halfway above, and also out of the toe area of the face of the club, so that when we strike the ball on the up, you see my impact position here, I will then be hitting it right out of the sweet spot, sweeping the ball with an ascending blow, sending it forwards. So practice with this with a couple of clubs down on the ground, practice at the range. It will help to strike the ball nice and clean, and will also help with your face positioning at impact, making sure importantly that that face is looking at the target when we strike the ball.